return because they really kind of slow played it this time on the IL. And this is what he's going to feature. We know it's going to be that slider for occasional changeup, occasional sink that fastball. But the key for his success is his command.
Where the slider's been the most dominant pitch in baseball. That's a ground ball right side. Freddie Freeman will take it to the bag on a slider for the first out of the game. But all three of them
side and look in.
Starling Marte shows bunt and takes the ball.
And the more you now set a hitter's sights on the as well, even if the slider cuts a little bit, it's more effective.
And before this year, Nomar, it was like
much more.
2-1 on Marte.
Talking about the Mets this series, the top three hitter series they have scored have come from the top three guys.
And from home runs. Starling Marte last night, a 2-run shot. He's homered in both games in this series. On a 3-1 from Kershaw, Marte takes ball 4. First base runner of the day for New York. Francisco Lindor bounces the first one up the middle, past straight Turner into center. Against the Dodgers in June, 1 for 8 in this series. And talking about it during the pregame show.
And when we look at Kershaw's record this year, being 7-3, and you look at those
behind Alonso, 2-0, and oof, 2-1. Full count. And a 3-2 from Clayton Kershaw to Pete Alonso is low to load the bases. But one of those 2 hits, a home run. With the bases loaded, he swings and misses at a fastball. Deadline, and those 2 guys have combined essentially to make 1 player, the DH spot. 1 ball, 1 strike. First inning back. Here's his 1-1. Pop fly, as good as a strikeout. Left side of the infield, Max Muncy for the second.
This year, a while to settle in at that first inning.
Mark Canha, who has been really good lately. Bases loaded, 2 gone, and ball 2. Mark Canha's game, very selective hitter. Pops this one back and out of play, 2-1. Really, it's become part of the personnel. It's loaded, 2 gone, no score first inning, 2-1 from Kershaw. Ball 3 with nowhere to put Canha. On 3-1, Canha takes ball 4, and the Mets lead. The 3rd walk of the first inning. Loaded. Jeff McNeil is hitting .328, is at the plate. Takes ball 1. Pop up. Muncy again. And all things considered, not somebody's in the bullpen to help him. If they get 10, everybody gets that jumbo jack tomorrow. Strike 1 on Eduardo Escobar. That curve. It's 0-2. A little bit of everything. Bada bing, bada boom. 1 away. Takes a strike. Wait, was not good. Was cut loose in the same way Justin Turner was, which is non-tendered. Goes to the White Sox, makes some mechanical changes to his swing, and becomes years in New York, and he's missed a lot of those 2 seasons with injuries. Least productive position for any team in baseball. Not just least productive catching group, but any position.
And usually you're looking at the catcher, middle infielder, defensive oriented, right? So you're like, no problem, because they're defense focused.
He's hitting .102 against lefties. He rifles this ball to left center field, but Trace Thompson is right there to cut ball in Wyoming. So Brandon, who lofts this ball down the line, fouls off this curve, and it's 0-2.
Fan of baseball, yesterday's game was a fun game to watch. I mean, it was. I mean, you're right. It's heartbreaking, but you got to tip your hat. That was a great play, and it was fun to watch those two pitchers go at it.
1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Nimmo swings and misses, and Kershaw puts bookend strikeouts on a 1-2-3 second. And Alonso coming up as part of the lineup. Clayton Kershaw couldn't solve as he lacked command in that first inning. Gave up just the one. Oh, 0-2. Of course, dealing with several injuries. It's undergoing Tommy John surgery. Fastball gets him looking. One away in the third. Got Dustin.
I didn't even ask. You're going to get it checked out. MRI. They said no, don't feel like they need to. And then check that everything's okay.
No balls, 2 strikes on Lindor.
Bullpen has done an excellent job.
Tyler Anderson, the season he's having. And then Dustin May, man, he's looked awesome. Back-to-back Ks to open the inning for Kershaw. Jumps on the first one and launches it foul. He's saying, I'm sick of getting fastballs after fastball after fastball. And curve lands for strike 2.
I was thinking, I was like, you're like fastball after fastball. Sick of it. Well, okay. Here comes a breaking ball.
Any more fastballs? Right. On 0-2, target set high, and he goes back to the heater. They have absolutely pounded. Tried 2. Backhand play deep in the hole. Trey Turner, strong arm across to finish off a 1-2-3 inning. In fact, issued 3 walks in the first inning for the first time in 9 years. 9 years. But since then, he's gone 6 up and 6 down. 1 ball, 1 strike on Darren Ruff.
Times he's been a September call-up.
Yeah, right. Just so thrilled to have his opportunity today. 8 is the roster size. That's a strikeout. Number 5 for Kershaw. You know, steady stream of like 8 guys a game coming into pitch. Ball 1 on Mark Canha.
Your manager and your strategy of the game. You know, it was a totally different game. And now all of a sudden, when you think about it, we're talking about these races and the big games down the end. I was going to get some of these other young guys an opportunity to be up here. I mean, I'm thinking right now with the big club, what he's been doing.
Well, you got Miguel Vargas, who went back down to AAA after his couple games in the majors and hit .375. Legend stuff. Canha down on strikes. Clayton Kershaw. Yeah, since the start of the second, he's gone 8 up, 8 down with 6 Ks.
Well, yeah, I think
1 ball, 1 strike on Jeff McNeil.
And as much as he chokes up what the length eventually is, and then the other thing too is not only does he choke up, but he also has a slight separation between his hands as well.
Just trying to place it. For Babe Ruth, put the bat on the ball, choke way up on it, and aim it. Grounded to first. Freeman to Kershaw. Just in time. He's retired all 9 that he's faced since. With 6 strikeouts in there. It's ball 1 on Eduardo Escobar. Nearly a month for Clayton. On 2-0, Escobar swings and misses, and the slider has had some nice bite to it, hasn't it?
How big they swing and miss it, how they're off balance at times as well.
Right at Trey Turner. James McCann, who lined out his first time. McCann on a line to Betts. 2 out. Dodgers will hope that they see him in the 6th. Top of the order, Brandon Nimmo pops up the first pitch. Short left field. Muncie's there. And how about Clayton Kershaw?